Hello everyone, good morning. Am I audible? Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's start with the session, guys. So what did we do from past 2-3 days here? We spoke about Java. We understood the various aspects of Java, right? Like what is Java? How is Java program going to work? Like the history, the basic things with respect to Java. We have seen it completely in yesterday's session. We saw what are variables and data types, and we also saw how do we develop and execute a Java program. Okay, so these are the few things which we have seen in yesterday's session. Okay, so okay, sir, what are we going to see in today's session here? So we will talk about, okay, yesterday we spoke about something called as variables and data types, right? So I'll execute it once. Okay, let me execute it once. Therefore, you'll have good understanding about the concept here. Okay, the first rule: in order to develop a Java program, you have to open your notepad. Okay, Windows key plus R, and I open the notepad. Okay, I open the notepad. So the notepad is the editor which we are using it as of now. Okay, later we will jump into Eclipse, the advanced editors, IDEs. But initially speaking, we will get into something called as notepad here. Let me create a class, and I give the class name as student. Open curly braces, close curly braces. Rule 1 done. What is my rule 1? To create a class followed by class name. What is the class name I'm giving? Student, correct? And then next thing is I should have my main method. Main method is wherein the execution of a Java program always starts from, right? So I have to write public static void main within parenthesis. It is string array of arguments. So this is the main method syntax. And what is the job of main method? It's the entry point of a Java program. So your Java program can have millions of lines, okay? But the execution will always start from the main method, okay? And then whenever we talk about student, okay, I'm considering the class as student. Whenever we talk about student class, okay, what are the different things you should know? Okay, I will tell you in the most easiest manner. Every student will have age. So I will tell int age. Why will I write it as int age? Sir, I need to store the age of the student. So I will declare it. Age is a non-decimal numeric value. So the data type will become age. So this is called as variable declaration. Okay, what is this called as? This is called as variable declaration. And in order to initialize it, how am I supposed to do it? I have to write it as age equals to 20. So what am I trying to do here? First line declaration and the second line initialization. So this is I'm done here. And then if I want, I can store it into a single line as well. How? I can write it as name. I want to store the name. I will tell name is the variable equals to, I will write the name as Jerry. What is the name here? Jerry. But Jerry is a set of characters, therefore enclose it within double quotes and then terminate using semicolon. So Jerry is a set of characters, so I enclose it within double quotes. And the data type here is string. Very good. The data type is string. So this is variable declaration, this is variable initialization, and over here I'm declaring and initializing it together. I'm declaring it and initializing it together. So I can follow both the syntax, doesn't matter. And now I want to print them. Okay, I want to print those values. So in order to print those values, we have a print statement. What is the print statement? System.out.println. And what am I supposed to do here? I have to print the age here. So I just interpret the age. Similarly, if I want to print the name, I have to just print the variable name here. Internally, the value would get interpreted. Okay, now let us see the program. How is it going to work like? Okay, now I will tell save, Control S. So it's asking me, where do you want to save your Java program? On the desktop. Okay, I created a folder called as example today. I open the same folder over here. Class name and file name should be same. So I will write it as student dot and the extension of all Java programs is dot Java and save as all files and I tell save. So what have you done? You opened Notepad, you wrote your program, you developed your program, and you saved it. First step is done. Second step, sir, I need to execute it, sir. Where will I execute it? On the command prompt. In order to execute on the command prompt, I will tell Windows R, Windows key plus R, and I will search for CMD. When I tell CMD, the command prompt will appear in a beautiful manner. Okay, command prompt will appear in a beautiful manner. But now your command prompt, where is it pointing? It is pointing to C users admin. But where is your Java program located? It's located inside a folder called as example, and that example folder is on the desktop. So what am I supposed to tell? CD desktop. Please change directory to desktop and done. Similarly, CD example. Okay, when I tell CD example, I'm getting into the desktop into a folder called as example. So now I'm done. I have to execute it. So Java C student.java. So when I tell Java C student.java, what am I trying to do? I am trying to compile my Java program. And in order to interpret it, I have to tell Java just the class name. Clear? Did I get the expected output as 20 and Tom? So I am trying to print the age and name. What will happen internally? The values would get interpreted. What will happen? The values will get interpreted. Okay, now in my program, I will write one English statement. See, I'll write it as this is variable declaration. Okay, I will just write this one instruction here. This is variable declaration. Then this is variable initialization. I'm writing one English statement here. But now, as soon as I compile, see this is variable initialization. Initialization. Okay, now I save Control S and I go back to my command prompt, and when I execute it, okay, when I execute, see, I compile. See, if you want to execute the previous command, right, you have those arrow marks in your keyboard. When you press the upper arrow mark, okay, the top upper arrow mark, you will go to the previously executed command, okay, and I tell enter. As soon as I tell enter, it gives me a huge error. Why? See, this is a very expected semicolon, blah blah blah. It is telling something. Why? Sir, this is a Java program. Okay, this is a Java file. I have to write the things, okay, which is related to Java. Okay, but this is variable declaration. This is variable initialization. It's a normal English sentence, right? I cannot write anything I wish to. Therefore, even if I want to document something, even if I want to write something in my Java program, I have to treat it as a comment. Okay, comment or comment. Okay, it's a proper noun. You can pronounce it however you want. Okay, we are supposed to talk about something called as comment or comment here. So what is this comment or comment here? So let me try to write it down over here. So whenever we talk about comments here, comments are additional information, additional information which does not affect the execution of a program. Meaning, I can add, what are comments here? They are additional information. Okay, I can write it down into my program, but that will not have any impact on the execution. It will not have any impact on the execution. So how do we, there are various comments here, but I will give you two types of comments here. Okay, double forward slash. We call this as what? We call this as single line comment here. Meaning, if I write anything after forward slash, double forward slash, it would be treated as a comment. So comment would be there in my program, but that will not get executed. And also I have something called as multi-line comment. Okay, how do I write multi-line comment? Forward slash asterisk, and I have to write multi-line comment here, and I have to terminate using same. Okay, so this is nothing but comments here. So if at all I want to have the information on your program, I have to write it as double forward slash. I have to have it as double forward slash. Now when I execute it, okay, now when I execute my program, see, will it have any error now? No. See, there are no errors at all. My program is getting executed successfully. Why? Sir, these two lines you have treated it as a comment. So comment meaning that would be there in my program, but it will not affect the execution. Got the clarity? This is variable declaration, this is variable initialization, and this is declaration and initialization. If you want, you can write it down over here. Okay, if you want here, you can write this entire statement here. Okay, variable declaration and initialization. Got the clarity? This is all about it, guys. Okay, first line is a declaration, second is initialization, and declaration and initialization. And if you want to write multi-line comment, how will you write? Forward slash star, and you write this is a Java program. This is a Java program. Okay, and you have to terminate using forward slash that way. So that way you'll have a beautiful program. Got it? So whatever you want, you can write it within this data here. So it becomes a very, very useful process here. You can write however you want it. See, you can write like this also, doesn't matter. Okay, now this is nothing but what? Multi-line comment here. You have to start from uh, forward slash star and write whatever you want and end it with hashtag and forward slash. This is all about multi-line comment. Got the clarity? Perfect. So we have understood how do we work around with variables and data types. Similarly, I will enhance this program here. How, sir? Okay, how will you enhance this program, sir? I will tell you in a beautiful manner. I will tell you here. Okay, so here, what I'll do, when I try to print the age and name will be printed. Okay, now age and name will be printed, but I want it in a beautiful sentence format. Age of a student is 20. Name of the student is Jerry. So I want it in a beautiful sentence format. So therefore, what will I do, In double quotes, I will tell student age equal to plus age. So what is happening over here? Whatever I give in double quotes will be printed as it is. Whatever I give in double quotes will be printed as it is. Plus age meaning I am concatenating the data. Age value is 20. I am trying to append it. Okay. So therefore, now when I execute it, see, I compile my program and I interpret my program. Can you see? Student age equals to 20. I am getting it into a beautiful format here. This is what I just wanted to tell. But if you want a space here, again, you have to give it within the double quotes itself. So now what will happen? Student age equal to, that age will get appended. Similarly, you can write student name is double quotes. If you give a plus here, it doesn't matter. See, now when you execute a Java program here, look what output you will get here. See, when you execute it here, student age is Jerry. There's no spacing at all. Why? Sir, you have given a space over here, no sir? It doesn't matter. You have to give a space within the double quotes. So what happens? Student name is a space plus name, meaning the name will get concatenated immediately. Okay, now, so that's what we are supposed to make use of this entire data here. Okay, now when I compile my program, see, I compile it, I interpret it. So did I get it in a beautiful format now? See, student age equals to 20, student name is Jerry. I'm getting it into a beautiful format. This is all about concatenation. How do you concat the data or append the data in order to get desired output? Got the clarity here? Clear? Right. So similarly, if you want to do it in a single line also you can do it. How, sir? How, sir? Can you tell me, sir? 100%. See, I can also write it as age plus name. So when I tell age plus name, I am concatenating an int and string value. So immediately the data would get concatenated without giving any space here. So it's a string, no? Jerry is a string. So Jerry plus age is going to get concatenated. So 20 Jerry will get executed. But if I want to give a space between them, what am I supposed to do here? I have to append one space here. How will I append one space, sir? Plus give a space plus name. Now what will happen here? 20 plus space plus Jerry. So it gets appended beautifully. 20 space Jerry. So now when I execute my program, okay, I will get it into the most beautiful manner. Can you see now? I get the output in the brilliant manner here. So this is what we are supposed to understand when it comes to the working. Okay, how do we work around with the data here? Got the clarity here? Okay, now, so this is what we have done from a couple of days, guys. Okay, we saw the overview about Java and we started with variables, data types, and execution of the Java programs. Okay, so as of now, anyone having any questions, guys? Any questions as of now here? Please do respond. Are you all sleeping? It's already 10 o'clock, right? Any questions, anyone? Let me know any questions. Okay, perfect. Very good. Very good. Okay, so we have understood what are variables, data types, and we have understood the working as well. Now, I'll talk about the next concept which we are supposed to talk about. Okay, the next concept which we are going to talk about is a very, very, very important. Okay, but underrated topic, that is operators. Okay, I'm going to talk about operators, and the first set of operators which we will talk about is arithmetic operators. What is the first set of operators? It is arithmetic operators. I'll tell you one important part, guys. As soon as I tell operators, you'll be like, oh, I know this topic. Even if you are from CS background or non-IT background, it doesn't matter. Operators are like we are learning it from our childhood, right? From our babysitting kindergarten, we are trying to learn it. Okay, but this is wherein a lot of people will go wrong. Sir, I know this operators are very easy. Okay, but that confidence should be there. But this is very, very important and underrated topic. Okay, everyone would take lightly. They take for granted because they know this topic already. But there are very, very minute things which you need to understand. Okay, now, but let me tell you, okay, let me explain it to you into a beautiful format. Okay, now here, what I'll try to do here is I will have arithmetic operators done. So, what are the different arithmetic operators, sir? We have plus, we have minus, we have into, we have forward slash, and we have modulars. Now, everyone will know everything. Plus, sir, for addition, minus for subtraction, into for multiplication. Divide and modulus is wherein a few people will go wrong. Okay, what is that, sir? Very simple program. When I tell 10 divided by 2, what will be the output? And when I tell 10 mod 2, what will be the output? It's very simple. See, 10 is over here. So now what I do here is I will divide it. See, 10, I'll write it as 2, right? 2 5s are 10 and the remainder is 0. Whenever you make use of modulus, always the output will be 0. Whenever you make use of forward slash, always the quotient will be the output here. Got the clarity, guys? Whenever you talk about forward slash, quotient will be the output. That is fine. Whenever you talk about the modulus, it is always used to fetch the remainder. So this is the difference which we are supposed to understand. Modulus will fetch the remainder and the forward slash will fetch the quotient part. Understood? So this is very, very easy. Don't you think so here? Okay. So we can practically talk about it as well. Okay. Similarly, I will talk about second set of operators as well. And then we'll get back into the execution process. Okay. Okay, sir. Let us do that way only. Okay. Now what is the second set of operators, sir? It's very easy, guys. Okay. The second set of operators which you should know is something called as assignment operators. What is it called as? It is called as assignment operators. Okay, now what are the different assignment operators, sir? We have single equals, we have plus equal to, minus equal to, into equal to, forward slash equal to, and modulus equal to. So these are the different assignment operators we have with respect to Java here. So what is the meaning of it, sir? Can you explain it, sir? 100%. Okay. See here, guys. When I tell int a equals to 10, what does it mean? The value 10 is getting assigned or initialized into a variable called as a. So meaning there is a container. Okay. What is that container name? That container name is a. And what is it storing? It is storing the value called as 10. So single equals is used for assigning. Okay. The value from RHS is getting initialized to my LHS. But now when I tell a equals to a plus 10. What a plus, I'll give it as 5. Okay, a plus 5. What do you understand? Sir, a value is 10. 10 plus 5 is nothing but 15. That 15 is getting assigned to a. So I am reinitializing the a value to 15. But this statement can also be written as a plus equal to 5 here. So what does it mean? I am adding 5 to a, and then after the sum, that sum I am reinitializing it to a here. A value is 10, 5. 10 plus 5, 15. After adding, I am reinitializing it back to a only. So that is the reason we call it as assignment operator. We perform some task and reinitialize it back to the same variable. Okay, now similarly, I will do one more example. Okay, I will do one more example. Okay, now you have to answer. Okay, now I did one sum. No, you have to answer now. Sir, int x equals to 4. What is my x value? 4. What happened over here? Sir, one container got created, sir. What is that container? X. And it is storing the data called as 4. Now what I do, I will make use of x into equal to 6. Can you tell me what do you mean by that? What will be my x value? Sir, I have to multiply 6 into x, that is 4, and reinitialize it back to x only. So what will be the output? Can you tell me? X equals to x into 6 here. So it's simple, no? 6 into x, what is 6 into 4? 24. 24 is getting assigned to x here. So the output will be 24. That is nothing but 4 into 6. What is 4 into 6? It's 24. The 24 is getting assigned back to x only. Got the clarity? Very good, guys. Okay. So this is what we are supposed to understand. So arithmetic operators are used to perform simple mathematical operations, and assignment operators are nothing but we are performing some mathematical operation and trying to initialize it back to the same variable. Okay, na? And it works the same for the remaining perspectives as well. It works the same here. So let us try to develop a program for it. Okay, let us try to develop a program. Windows R, I open Notepad. Okay, and I will give the class name as, okay, operators. Okay, I'll give the class name as what? Operators. Open curly braces, close. And I will have public static void main, within parenthesis I will write it as string array of arguments. Open curly braces and close curly braces. Okay, now next here I will tell int a equals to 5. Okay, int a equals to 5. Now I'll take one more variable. Excuse me. Okay, I'll take another variable called as 10. Okay, now when I tell there are two variables a and b initialized to 5 and 10 respectively. Now when I tell a plus b, what do you understand? I'm adding both the values 5 plus 10, 15. That 15 I will store it into a variable called as sum, and the data type will become int here. Obviously, no. When I tell a plus b, it is nothing but 5 plus 10. 5 plus 10 is 15. That 15 is getting stored into sum. So if I'm trying to store a non-decimal numeric value into a variable, obviously the data type has to be int only. So I can print all those values here. Okay, system dot out dot print ln. I can print the value. So I can write it as sum colon plus whatever I give it in double quotes will get printed as it is plus sum. What am I trying to do? Concatenation. Whatever I've given in double quotes will get displayed as it is plus sum, meaning I'm trying to concat. Sir, how, sir? Here it is adding, but here it is concatenating. But ultimately plus plus only, no, sir. This A and B are both int and int. Int will get added. But now, whatever I give it in double quotes is a string. String plus anything, it is concatenation. String plus anything, it is concatenation. Got it? Similarly, I can do it for the remaining things as well. Okay, I can do it for the remaining things as well. Okay, let me try to do all of those. See, now I will write it as one small statement here. Okay, sir, what is that statement, sir? I will tell you. See, I'll write it as a minus 2, and here I'll write it as 4 into b. Okay, I can do it that way also, and I can write those respective data as well. See, 10 divided by 5, what will be the output? And 10 mod 2, what will be the output? So let me save the complete program here so that you will all understand. This is an example for what? This is nothing but demonstration of arithmetic operators. So I can write like this also, arithmetic operators. Okay, I can write it as a comment here. Okay, this is nothing but arithmetic operators. Okay, let me save the file here. Okay, control S operators.java and save as all files. Okay, operators.java and save as all files. Okay, I'm done. So now for execution purpose, I can open a new command prompt or I can open the same command prompt. Okay, I can do it wherever I want. I can open the same command prompt or new command prompt. But already the control is in desktop and example, right? So you will directly tell Java C. What will you tell here? Operators.java. Okay, so when I compile and execute it, I will definitely get the output. See, Java and operators. Okay, I will definitely get the output. Did I get the output? See, if you want, you can compare over here. You'll get the output. See, sum is 15, a minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. 4 into b, that is 4 into 10, 40, 10 by 2, the quotient part 2, 10 more 2, reminder, it is 0. So this is about, okay, the arithmetic operators which we have with respect to Java here. Okay, great. Okay, so everyone understood this data here. Okay, so great. Yeah, Vignesh, I'll be doing the announcement at the last. Okay, thank you for reminding. Okay. So yeah, great. Okay, so we are done with arithmetic operators over here. Okay, now the remaining part. Similarly, I was talking about the remaining part. No, what is it? Assignment. Okay, assignment operators. Okay, what are the different assignment operators, sir? We know it, correct? Can we see it into a beautiful program format over here itself? Yes. See here, I will tell int x equals to 10. Okay, int x equals to 10. Now I will print the value of x here. Okay, I will print the value of x over here. Okay, let me print, okay, int x equals to 10 and I will print the value of x here. How will I print it here? See, value of x equal to plus x here. So I'm just trying to concat the data here. So what will be the output? Value of x equal to plus x. It will be printing 10. But later, when I tell x plus equal to 20. So what does it mean internally? X equal to x plus 20. This is the internal meaning of it. Okay, this is the internal meaning of it. So 20 plus 10, x value is 10. 20 plus 10, 30. 30 should get stored into x here. So what will be the value of x here? The value of x will be 30 over here. Okay, if you want to cross check, we can evaluate it and also see it. So I open my command prompt. I will compile my Java program. Okay, the same Java program I'm modifying, right? So I can do it over here. I compile it, I interpret it. Can you see? X value was 10, but later it got improvised to 30. Okay, so this is nothing but, okay, assignment operators. Similarly, I can do it for one more data. See, int I equals to 45. Okay, now I will print the value of I here. Okay, I will print the value of I over here. Now you have to tell me the output. Okay, I minus equal to 13. Okay, now when I try to print the value of I, what will be the output? You have to tell me, guys. Okay, I am expecting some answer. You have to tell me what will be the output over here. Can you quickly tell me what will be the output? What will be the output of I? See, I value is 45. So the value of I will be 45 will be printed. When I tell 40I minus equal to 13. So internally it means 45 minus 13. What is 45 minus 13? It is 32. That 32 will get assigned to my I here. So therefore, what will be the output here? The output will be 32. If you want to cross check, compile it and you will interpret it. Did I get the output? See, value of I is 45. Later it will become 32. So we are trying to subtract 13 from I, 45, and reinitialize it back to the same variable. So this is the working of, okay, arithmetic operators and assignment operators. So I hope you all got the clarity about this entire process here. Clear everyone here? Got the clarity? So we are done with two set of operators. What is it? We are done with arithmetic operators wherein we are performing simple mathematical operations, and assignment operators wherein we are trying to perform some mathematical operation and assign it back to the same variable. Okay, so these are the two important operators which we have with respect to Java here. Clear? Any questions, guys? You want me to repeat it? Any questions, anyone? You want me to repeat it? Okay, great. Very good. Okay, so perfect. If at all you have doubts here, you can definitely drop me messages so that I'll look at it and I'll answer to you all. Okay, na? Great. Now here, what is the next topic, sir? What is the next set of operators, sir? Any idea? The third set of operators, what we would be doing? We would be talking about something called as relational. Okay, relational, or we also call it as comparison operators. Relational or comparison operators here. Okay, it's a very simple topic here. Even this is like kindergarten. Okay, everything you'll be aware of it. Okay, what is it? It is lesser than, it is lesser than equal to, then greater than equal to, then double equals and not equals. These are the different relational operators which we have with respect to Java here. And then always the return type of relational operators are Boolean value. It will always return Boolean value. Okay, it's either true or false. It is going to return what? Either true or either false here. Okay, because it's like lesser than equal to, greater than equal to, double equals and not equals. Okay, now there is one important question, sir. What is the difference between single equals and double equals? Important interview question. Okay, what is the difference between single equals and double equals, sir? Single equals, whenever we talk about single equals, it is always used to assign the data. When I tell a equal to 5, what do you understand? The value 5 is getting stored into a. But when I tell a equal to 5, I'm comparing the LHS value and RHS value. Comparison, like, is 10 equal to 10? I'm checking if the LHS value is it equal to RHS value. Is 10 equal to 10? Then it will return what? True. So double equals is always used for comparison and single equals is always used for assigning the data. Okay, if I want to compare two values, double equals. If I want to initialize or assign, I have to make use of single equals. Okay, so this is what we are supposed to understand when we talk about relational operators. And I'll be talking about it in detail. Don't worry, I'll be talking about it in detail, guys. But with that, I will be talking about one more set of operators, that is nothing but logical operators. Okay, what is the next set of operators? Logical operators. Sir, what are the different logical operators we have in Java, sir? We have logical and, we call it as ampersand, or, and not. What do we call it as, guys? Logical and, this is logical or, and this is logical not. So these are the three logical operators we have, and even this will return Boolean value. Even logical operators will return what? Boolean values here. Okay, now, but how does it work, sir? How do we utilize it, sir? I will tell you in the most easiest manner here. Okay, where do we use logical operators? Everywhere. Okay, I'll give you multiple scenarios. I'll give you one scenario, guys. Okay, imagine you are trying to log in into Gmail. Okay, you're trying to log in into Gmail here. So now if you want to log in into Gmail, when is the login successful? Sir, the login is successful when user ID and password. If both the things are valid, like user ID should also be valid and password should also be valid, only then login is successful. So therefore, this and only we write it as double ampersand. Okay, that is and symbol. Clear? So if I want to check, okay, if I want to check here, if see and meaning both the conditions should be true. That is when the output scenario will be true here. Similarly, okay, you purchase a product on Amazon. See, you have Amazon. Okay, you purchase a product. Okay, you purchase a product here. So therefore, first of all, if you want to make payment, okay, imagine you're paying through Paytm. Okay, you're paying through Paytm. If you want to pay through Paytm here, you should have, first thing is you should have sufficient balance. First thing is you should have sufficient balance, and your password, that UPI pin which we have, it should be valid. Only then you can purchase the product or make the payment. Common sense, no? See, in Amazon, you purchase a product and you're trying to through Paytm or Phone Pay, Google Pay, net banking, credit card, blah 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 blah. You can choose it. So what are the scenarios? You should have sufficient balance, and the UPI pin code, the UPI pin here should be valid. Only then the transaction is successful. So and meaning both the operations has to be true. Okay, all the condition has to be true here. Similarly, imagine Netflix. Netflix. Everyone knows Netflix, no OTT platforms here. As of now, it's very advanced here. Okay. If you want to log in into Netflix, you can log in through your email ID or you can log in through your contact number. Got the clarity? If you want to log in into your Netflix, it has to be either email ID or contact number. So how do we represent or in Java? Double pipe symbol. Got the clarity? And meaning all the conditions should be true. Both the conditions should be true. Or meaning only one condition should be true. It's like if you want to log in into Netflix, it can either be through email ID or contact number. And there are two ways here. If you want to, after logging, if you want to enter, you can enter your permanent password, or you can enter OTP also. Correct? No? So if you want to enter, if you're using Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever it is, the OTT platforms here, you'll get to know it. Okay? If you want to log in, you can either enter the permanent password or you can log in through the OTPs as well. Okay, so these are the different scenarios which you have to come across when we talk about operators here. Got the clarity? I hope you got the clarity about relational operators and logical operators. And not is nothing but the negation. Not is nothing but what? Negation here. Got it? So if you talk about our school days or college days, we also had something called as truth tables here. If you could closely remember, we had something called as truth tables, correct? Wherein T stands for true, okay, and F stands for false, correct? So let me write down a couple of truth tables for you all. Okay, let me write down a couple of truth tables. Sir, what is the truth table for and, sir? That is and. And what is the truth table for or, sir? And what is the truth table for not, sir? Okay, we'll try to talk about it. So we know the inputs, no? True, true, false, false. Correct? And this is true, false, true, false. Okay, so these are the four combinations we come across when we talk about AND. For OR, again, true, true, false, false, and again, true, false, true, false. Okay, so we have to see the various combinations for it and not a symbol. If it is true, what will be the output? And if it is false, what will be the output here? So when I talk about AND, both the conditions should be true. See, it should be true, it should be true. That is when the output is true. But over here, it is false. If one condition is also false, the output is false. See, it is false. Here, both the conditions are false here. The output will be false here. And meaning, both the conditions should be true. Like, your user ID and password should be true. That is when login is successful. For OR operator, okay, either one condition should be true. See, here both the conditions are true, absolutely valid. One condition should be true. One condition should be true. But if both the conditions are false, then the output is false here. Like, if you want to log in into your Netflix, either you can make use of email ID or contact number. Again, if you want to unlock your phone, you can make use of fingerprint or face detection or pattern. So meaning one condition should be true in order to in order to unlock your phone. It's not that all the conditions should be true. Okay. And not is very simple. It's just the negation part. Not meaning negation. If it is true, the output will be false. And if it is false, the output will be true. So this is nothing but negation. Okay. So these are the various aspects of operators here. Okay. I'm trying to go real quick here for you all. The reason is these are the various basic concepts here, guys, because everyone will be aware of it. Can we develop a program for it here? Absolutely. We can successfully develop a program. So now here, how will I develop the program here? Okay. Sir, same sir. Open command, Windows R, open notepad, develop a class. I'll take the class name as demo. Okay. And then I'll also have my main method. Public static void main, open parenthesis close, and I will write it as string array of arguments, open curly braces, close. Let me save the file. Okay, let me save the file here, demo.java, and save as all files, and I'll tell it as save. So you have saved your Java program. Now I will give the demonstration for first comparison operators. Okay, comparison operators. Okay, let me talk about it, guys. This is very easy, guys. Once we are done with it now, we can jump into the logical part so that it becomes a lot of fun here. Okay, now here let me try to do it. See, int x equals to 10. Okay, int x equals to 10, and then I'll write it as int y equals to 20. So I have two variables, int x equals to 10 and int y equals to 20. Now here I will make use of this data, one print statement, system.out.println, and let me try to talk about this entire process. Okay, let me write it down, guys, for a couple of minutes. Just a moment, I will show it to you. Okay, the reason I'm trying to do is to show you everything. Okay, now here x lesser than y, what will be the output? And x lesser than or equal to 5 here, what will be the output? And let me predict the output later. Let me talk about everything over here. Okay, and y is greater than y is greater than 50, what will be the output? And y is lesser than or equal to 10 here, or greater than, right? Y is greater than or equal to 10. Perfect. Okay, this is very easy set of operators, guys. Okay, I'm just trying to talk about it. Okay, then x equal to y, what will be the output? And then x not equal to y, what will be the output here? Okay, let us talk about it. First, is x lesser than y? Okay, is 10 lesser than y 20? Yes, the output is true here. Then next part, is x. X is 10. Is 10 lesser than or equal to 5? Meaning either 10 should be lesser than or equal to 5. So again it is false. Why? 10 is neither lesser than or equal to 5 here. Got it? Similarly, what is y value? 20. Is 20 greater than 50? No, the output is false here. And y, what is y value? 20. Is 20 greater than or equal to 10 here? Or I can also take it as 20. Is 20 greater than or equal to 20? Yes, true. Why? Because 20 is greater, it's not greater than 20, but rather it is equal to 20. So that's the reason it is true. Okay. Now when I tell x equal to y, what is x equal to y? Is 10 equal to 20? No, it is false here. Okay. Now when I write it as x not equal to y, 10 not equal to 20, yes, it is true here. Okay, so this is what we are supposed to understand. I can write this statement in one more way also so that you'll have better understanding. I can write it as x not equal to, is x equal to 10? Is 10 equal to 10? Yes, the output will be true here. Okay, and over here, x not equal to 10, what will be the output? X is 10. 10 not equal to 10? No, it is false here. Got the clarity? So these are the different comparison operators which you should be aware of. Okay, let me compile it guys so that you'll get the clarity here. Java C demo.java. I need to compile it. Okay, now, and then I need to interpret it as well. How will I interpret? Java demo. When I tell Java demo, can you see here? I get the beautiful output here. Okay, I have to get the beautiful way of writing it. Okay, so I can just increase it. Yeah, I just increase the size guys so that you can all see it properly. Okay, can you see the output here? It's true, false. If you want, you can just compare it later. Okay, so whatever we predicted here, it's the same output. First true, false, false, true, then false, true, false. Yes, absolutely, it worked here. So this is what we are supposed to talk about. Okay, the entire process here. I hope you all got the clarity about comparison operators. Now we'll quickly do logical also. Okay, in another 5 minutes, we will be done with logical also. Okay, now what is logical? Quickly I'll do it here. Okay, see here, I'll have print statements over here. Just a moment guys, I'll just write print statements. Okay, so let me have a couple of variables. Int a equals to 1. Int b equals to 2. I can do it that way also guys, actually speaking. See, a lesser than b and a equal to 1. What will be the output here? That data I will store it into a variable called as result. Now think and tell me guys, a value is 1, b value is 2. A, that is 1 lesser than 2. Is it true? Yes. 1 lesser than 2? True. And what is A value 1? Is 1 equal to 1? Yes, it's true. The true, I am storing it into a variable called as result. So what will be the data type of result here? Can you all tell me the answer guys? I'm waiting for answer. Can you tell me what will be the output data type here? Think and tell guys, what will be the data type here? Oh, you don't want to answer, is it? Yeah, okay. So the data type over here is supposed to be Boolean. What it is supposed to be? Boolean. How, sir? A lesser than B. 1 lesser than 2, it's true. True and 1 equal to 1. True and true, it's true only. The true is stored into a variable called as result. Therefore, the data type will be Boolean. Why? Because I'm trying to store a Boolean value, true or false, right? So that's the reason. Got the clarity? So this is what we are supposed to understand. And meaning both the conditions should be true. Now I'll write A lesser than or equal to 4 and A equal to B. What will be the output here? 1 lesser than or equal to 4. True. And is A equal to B? No, false. True and false will return me false here. So output here is true and the output here is false. Here the output here is false. So this is what we are supposed to understand when it comes to what type of operators here, when it comes to logical operators here. This is nothing but logical operators. Okay, it's a very simple topic which we are supposed to understand here. Got it? Clear everyone here? Now let me try to do the remaining process. Quickly, within 2 minutes I'll do it. Okay. Now here I'll tell A is lesser than 5. Okay. Or B is equal to 2. Okay. Or else I'll equal to 5. Okay. What will be the output? And then I'll write it as A equal to B or B is not equal to 2. Okay, what will be the output? See here. Is A lesser than 5? Is 1 lesser than 5? True. It is OR condition. It doesn't matter if the first condition is true, that is sufficient enough. My output will always be true only. Why? OR meaning either one condition should be true. Oh, the first condition is only true. No, I need not check the second condition. But now, is A equal to B? No, false. 1 equal to 2? False. Or B not equal to 2. Is 2 not equal to 2? False. Both the conditions are false. Therefore, the output will be false here. Because OR meaning one condition and meaning both the condition. So this is about the entire process. And the last two things which we have, that is not. So that I will explain after execution. So here I will print true and here I will print false here. Let us see the output guys. Okay, let us see the expected output. Now I go back to my command prompt. Okay, and I am executing the program. Okay, and I will execute it in a beautiful manner. Did I get the expected output? See, true, false, true, false, true, false. The last 6 output. Okay, so look at the output. True, false, true, false. True and false will get printed. Now when I write it as not of true, what will be the output? Not of true is false and not of false is true here. So when I compile it and when I interpret it, you will get the idea. See here, not of true is false, not of false is true here. I get the expected output here. If you want, you can analyze it over here. Similarly, I can do one more process over here. Okay, similar way. What is that, sir? I will tell you. 1 lesser than 2. Okay, and here I will write it as 2 lesser than 5. Okay, I'm just writing it. So just quickly understand what will be the expected output here. What will be the expected output? See, when I tell 1 lesser than 2, it is true. But when I tell not of true, it will behave as false. Okay. Now when I tell 2 lesser than 5, okay, I'll go it as 20. Is 20 lesser than 5? False. 20 is not lesser than 5. It is false. Not of false, it will behave as true here. We can directly use it with respect to, directly with operators, or we can write it with respect to the data as well. So this is all about, okay, logical operators. So now when I execute it, look at the output what I get here. Did I get the expected output here? Absolutely yes. I got the expected output. So this is all about the entire process. Got the clarity? Everyone understood? Perfect guys. Okay. So this is all about, okay, the 4 set of operators here. Did we wrap up in a very quick way here? Okay. So we started the session with, okay, arithmetic operators and assignment operators, wherein we are trying to perform simple mathematical operations and assignment. Then later we jumped into something called as relational operators and logical operators, and I gave you a couple of quick examples as well. Okay, so this is all about the entire process. Okay, now tell me, do you all have any questions? Anyone having any questions over here? Let me know. Just a moment, guys. Just a moment. Okay, perfect, guys. Okay, guys, are you all sleeping, guys? Guys, trust me here, if you don't interact here, it would become very difficult for me. Okay, there are 10 candidates here and probably none of you are all replying here. Are you all sleeping? No, right? So yeah, any questions, anyone? Thank you guys. One request guys from my side, please, please, please respond. Okay, na? I don't want it to be a dumb session, ideal session. Okay, I never ever like if you don't reply it. Okay, na? Please. That's one request I have. Okay, na? At least respond. Okay, no, yes, at least that. Oh, I at least feel you're all not sleeping. You're all active in the class. Okay, probably it might be boring. Okay, operators is boring. I'll only tell you frankly. But going ahead, this is very important for you all. Okay, that's the reason here I'm trying to do it. Okay, now thank you all. Okay, perfect. Now I'll continue here. Okay, because I just want to complete that operators topic because I don't want to have that continuity mismatch. Okay, now so we have remaining two, yeah, one or two operators. Let me do it in a quick way. Okay, now we are supposed to talk about the fifth one, that is nothing but very easy, that is unary operators. What do we call it as? Unary operators. What are those, sir? What are the different unary operators, sir? We have something called as plus plus. Plus plus means we are supposed to increment by 1. What are we supposed to do? We are supposed to increment by 1. And minus minus means we are supposed to decrement by 1. Okay, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to decrement by 1 here. So these are the two set of operators which we have here. Okay, now let me show you one example over here first of all. Okay, I'll have class name is unary, open curly braces, close. And I have my main method, public static void main within parenthesis string array of arguments. Okay, now so this is my class and this is my main method. Okay, now here over here what I try to do here is I will have a variable int. We can take any variable name x equals to 5. Okay, now here I will print system dot out dot println. Okay, println, and here I will print the value of x colon plus x. Here I'm trying to print the value of x, that's it. Now later I will tell x plus plus, I will print the value of x. Then again I will tell x plus plus, print x minus minus, print, and again I'll tell x minus minus and print over here. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to do over here. Got it? So let me save the program first. Okay, let me save the program first. Unary.java and save as all files. I'm done. So now guys, what is the value of x here? It's 5. So now when I try to print the value of x, it is 5. Now when I tell x plus plus, it will become 6. Why? Because I've incremented the value of x by 1. Again x plus plus, meaning I have to increment the value of x by 1. Now it is 6 here. Now it will become 7. Similarly, x minus minus meaning we have to decrement by 1. So the output will be 6 again. How, sir? X value was 7 pa. Now when I tell minus minus, we're decrementing the value of x by 1. So therefore it will become 6. And x minus minus, sir, it was 6, sir. Now it will become 5. So in simple terms here, okay, plus plus and minus minus is nothing but increment by 1 and decrement by 1. If you want to cross check, you can execute it over here. Java C unary.java, and you will compile your program. Okay, and you will also interpret it as well. When I compile and interpret it, am I getting the expected output 5, 6, 7, 6, 5? Yes, I'm getting it. But now this is all said and done. Okay, we can use these operators in two ways. What is it? We can either use it as post increment or decrement, and we can also use it as pre-increment or decrement. Post means after, pre means before. Okay, so we are supposed to understand this. Okay, so concentrate carefully. Post means after, pre means before. Okay, now so concentrate over here. I will explain it in the most beautiful manner. Okay, now I will have int x equals to 5. What did you understand? Okay, let me prove it to you. Okay, now concentrate for 10 minutes, guys, because it is tricky. But once you understand, you won't have such an easy topic at all. Okay, it's very, very easy here. Okay, now internally what happened? One variable got created. What happened? One variable got created. What is that variable? X. And that is storing the data called as phi. Phi got stored into a variable called as X here. Okay, done. Next, I will tell int y equals to, I will write it as x plus plus. So first of all, you need to understand that there is one more container. Okay, there is one more container and that container name is y. But what is the value? We need to predict it. First of all, is this incrementing or decrementing? Sir, I have made use of plus plus. So 101% it is increment. Okay, it is increment. Now when I tell plus plus, it is used after the variable. Before the variable is pre, after the variable is post. So this is an example for post increment. Why? Sir, I am using plus plus, it's increment, but I am using it after the variable. So it is post increment. So post increment stands that it has a mantra. Okay, now it has one rule. What is it? First assign. Okay, first assign, comma, then increment. First assign, comma, then increment. I repeat. Okay, so x plus plus meaning it is post increment because I'm using it after. Post meaning after. So first assign meaning whatever is my x value, I have to assign it immediately to my y here. So when I tell x here, it is as of now 5 here. It is as of now 5. That 5 will get assigned to my y here. So value of y will become 5. And then later it is x plus plus. When I tell x plus plus, I have to tell then increment. X plus plus meaning I have to increment the value of x. Now it will become 6 here. Tricky, no? Tricky, no? That's why I will do it once again. Don't worry. Okay. This is one simple data you need to understand over here. Got the basic idea here. Now similarly, I will do pre-decrement also so that you will have better understanding. Okay, now a equals to 3. Okay, and then I'll tell int b equals to plus plus a. You'll have the clarity, guys. Okay, don't worry. But before getting into the practical part, you will have the clarity. So there are two variables, a and b. Now, first of all, 3 will get stored into A. So what will be the value of A? The value of A will be 3. Clear? Now, this is plus plus. So definitely it is increment. Okay, plus plus meaning increment. Is it pre or post? Sir, this is used before the variable, sir. So therefore it is pre. Pre means before, post means after. This is pre-increment. So pre-increment has the mantra that first increment. Pre-increment meaning before. We have to first increment, then we have to assign it. This is the mantra for pre-increment. So what will I do? Plus plus A. As soon as I tell plus plus, just a moment, plus plus A, I have to increment the value of A first. Plus plus A meaning I will increment the value of A. It will become 4. And after incrementing, then assign. I have to assign it back to B here. So the value of B will become 4. Why? The current value of A is 4 here. So post increment meaning after the variable. Pre-increment meaning before the variable. So what is the mantra for post-increment? First assign, then increment. Pre-increment, first increment and then assign. Got the clarity? Okay, sir. Can you give one more example for decrement, sir, so that you'll have better understanding? 101% yes. Okay. Now, similar kind, but don't lose your concentration. Don't lose your concentration or don't get diverted. Okay. This is wherein it's very tricky. If you concentrate, you will understand. Int x equals to 10. Int y equals to x minus minus. Now it's tricky. Okay, understand carefully. Okay, na? So there are two variables, x, y. Perfect. Okay, sir. 10 is getting stored into x, sir. The value of x will be 10. Very good. Beautiful. Now here, this program is decrement or increment? Sir, you have used minus minus, sir. It is decrement. Perfect. It is decrement. But is it post decrement or pre decrement? Sir, I have used after the variable. So it is post decrement. Perfect. It is post decrement because I have used after the variable. Post meaning I have to always follow the mantra. Post meaning after assigning, I need to decrement. So therefore, first assign and then decrement. And then what? We have to decrement. Okay, na? So therefore, first assign, meaning whatever is my x value will get first assigned to my y. So the y value will become 10. After that, we have to decrement. Decrement whom? X minus minus. I have to decrement the value of x and that will become minus. Got the clarity? Similarly, if I tell int a equals to 5 and int b equals to minus minus a. So there are two containers. There are two containers. A, A, B. So what is the logic? Sir, first 5 will get stored into A. Very good. Now here, it is decrement or increment? Sir, it is decrement, sir. How did you get to know? Minus minus. Is it pre or post? Pre, sir. Why? Because you have used before the variable. Pre-decrement. What is the mantra for pre-decrement? First decrement. Pre meaning first we have to decrement it. And then you have to assign it. First decrement, then assign. Okay, na? Therefore, so first decrement minus minus a, I have to decrement the value of a to 4 and then assign. So what is the value of a now? 4. 4 will get stored into b. So the value of b will be 4 here. Got the clarity? So this is called as pre-increment and post-increment. Can I give you an example so that you can all predict it? Correct? Now I want you all to answer. Okay, na? I want you all to answer quickly. Okay, see? Int I equals to, I'll write it as 40. Okay. Int j equals to, I'll write it as I plus plus. Okay. Now quickly tell me, when I try to print the value of those two things, what will be the output here? When I try to print x plus, give a space plus y. I am trying to print those data. Can you tell me? Oh, I'm so sorry. J and I. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. It is J and I. Can you tell me what will be the value of I and what will be the value of J? I am expecting answer. Even if you're wrong, I don't care. I want everyone to answer. Why? Because I'll get to know it. Okay. So I want everyone's answer, guys. Even if you tell wrong answer, it's fine. I'm not gonna kill you at all. Okay, na? Answer. What will be the value of I and J? Okay, I got a couple of answers. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, sir. As of now, I value is 40. Very good, guys. You're all answering. Okay, I value is 40. Now, this is plus plus. It is increment. But I have used plus plus after the variable. So definitely it is post increment. Okay, definitely it is post increment. And what is the mantra for post increment? First assign, comma, then increment. Correct. So this is the mantra for what? This is the mantra for post increment. First assign, then increment. So first assign meaning what is the value of I as of now? 40. That 40 will get stored into J. So therefore J value will become 40. And then increment. Okay, and then what am I supposed to do? I have to then increment. So when I tell then increment, it is x plus, I plus plus. So therefore, I have to increment the value of I, it will be 41. So I value will be 41 and the j value will be 40. Why? Because I'm incrementing the value of I. So you all gave me the correct answer, but in a different way. Okay, na? So don't get confused over here. See, I'll tell you in the most beautiful way again. Okay, na? Don't worry. Because we are trying to talk around with this data here. Okay, na? So therefore you have to be very, very precise here. So now when I execute it, see what will be the output? compilation done, and interpretation done. Did I get the output as 41 and 40? See, 41 and 40, very good. Similarly, very good attempt, guys. Very good. Okay, I'm happy that you are all responding. Even if wrong answer, you'll get it sorted now. Okay, you'll get the clarity now. Wait. Okay, now here I will write it as int a equals to 5. Okay, now int b equals to minus a. Now tell me what will be the output? Think and tell. Think and tell. Even if you're wrong, it's fine. It's a good attempt. Sir, this is definitely, okay, this is definitely decrement. Why? Before the variable. So it is pre-decrement. So it is nothing but pre-decrement. And pre-decrement stands for first decrement. Before. So first I have to decrement. Then assign. Keeping those things in mind, can you tell me what will be the output now? Minus a. It is pre-decrement. So first decrement and then assign. So now tell me the output. Think and tell me, guys. A and B value. What will be A and B value? Even if you're wrong, it's fine. Attempt it. Attempt. Okay. So now A value is 5 as of now. Okay. What is A value? A value is 5 as of now. Okay. Very good. A value is 5. Perfect. And now assigning will happen from RHS to LHS only. Minus A is pre-decrement. First decrement. Whose value should I decrement? Minus A. I have to decrement the value of A only. So A value will become 4. And then assign. So what is my A value? 4. After decrementing, I have to assign to it to B. So both the outputs will be 4 and 4. Very good. Very good. Okay. No matter what, it won't become this data. Okay. You all gave answers. Again, you went slightly wrong. Okay. You all went slightly wrong. Okay. So you will get the output as 4 and 4. Got the clarity here? Understood? Don't worry, guys. Okay. I know it's very tricky, but you have to practice that logic here. Okay. Once you watch the video again here, you'll have the better clarity. Okay. Now don't worry. Now here we understood this data. Now, can we write one data? See here. One program. See. Int a equals to 2. Okay, na ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, understand. Int b equals to a plus plus. What does it mean? It is post increment. Post meaning after. So a value was 2 initially, correct? A value was 2. Now when I tell a plus plus, it means I have to increment the value of a for sure. Okay, when I tell a plus plus, I have to increment the value for a for sure here. But it is post increment, meaning post meaning after the job. Okay, post after. So what is the job here? Assigning. So what is my value of a? It's 2 as of now. The 2 will get assigned to my b. The 2 will get assigned to my b here. And then a plus plus, I have to increment. So the value of a will become 3. So this is post increment, guys. Post meaning after the job. Okay, na? So the job is to initialize. So a value will get initialized and then I have to increment the value of a. So a value will get incremented, not b. Okay, na? Similarly, int x equals to 3, int y equals to minus x. Now what will happen? Sir, x is pointing to 3, sir. X is pointing to 3. Now here, when I tell minus x, it is decrement, but it is pre-decrement. Pre meaning before doing the task. The task is to assign. Okay, before doing the task only I need to decrement. So the x value minus x meaning I have to decrement the value of x and then I have to assign it. So what will be the value of y? The value of y will also be 2 here. Got it now? You got this basic idea about it here? Got it? So you can watch it again. The video you can refer it again. But now, do you want me to repeat it? So definitely tell me. I will do it for you. Do you want me to repeat the topic? Guys, do you want me to repeat the topic here? Everyone. I want answer from everyone. Perfect. You all understood the things here. Okay. Even if you go wrong, don't worry. It's a learning curve. Okay. Initially, you have to make mistakes. That is when you will learn from your mistakes. Clear? So that is how we are supposed to understand the data here. Got the clarity, guys? Okay. So you can refer me anytime, guys. I will definitely help you out. Okay, now we have the last statement. Okay, I'm not going to take much of your time, guys. Last, okay, don't kill me, okay, don't scold me or don't curse me, okay. I'll try to do this, okay, because continuity, okay, it will be in continuity way. The last set of operators are nothing but ternary operators, which I will do. Okay, ternary operators. So what are ternary operators? I will tell you the syntax. Okay, see, condition, I give some condition or expression. If it is true, it goes to the true block. If it is false, it will go to the false block. This is all about the data here. Okay. Now here I have two variables, A and B. A value is 10, B value is 20. Okay. I want to find out the maximum of two numbers. A value, imagine it is 100. I want to find the maximum of two numbers. So I tell A, if it is greater than B, what will happen here? A is largest. If not, B is largest. This is all about it. That I will store it into a variable called as result. Now I check the condition. See, is 100 greater than 20? Is it true or false? True. As soon as it is true, it will go to the immediate block. What is it? A. So that A will get stored into result. So what is my result? 100. So 100 is the largest. Okay now. Similarly, imagine A value is 10. B value is 20. So now I tell, is 10 greater than 20? Is this condition true or false? False. If it is false, it goes over here. What is there? B. So B will get stored into result. So what is B value? 20. So 20 is the largest. So ternary operators are nothing but I give the expression. If that expression is true, it goes to the immediate block. If not, it goes to the negative block. If it is true here, if it is false over here. So you can write it as this way. Condition, if it is true over here, if it is false over here, okay, and terminate using semicolon. I give the condition if it is true, question mark, if it is true over here or over here. This is all about it. Clear? I will do it over here only in the same program only, okay, so that I can, easily tell you here, okay. Now here, what I will do, I will write this data, okay, now same program, guys, okay, same program only I will do it, okay, rather than opening a new data, ternary operators. Okay, now here last program, guys, I'm not going to annoy you more. Okay, int, okay, I will take it as two variables. Okay, int p equals to 10, int q equals to 5. So I have to find the maximum of two numbers, which is the bigger number. So I'll tell if p is greater than q, then question mark p is largest. If that condition is false, q is largest. Therefore, I store it into a variable called as max, and the data type is int. Okay, and the data type is int because I'm trying to store the data here. So I'll tell system dot out dot println. Okay, so I will print who is maximum. Okay, maximum of, I'll write it as maximum of plus p plus give a space and plus q is plus max here. Sir, what are you trying to do, sir? Wait, I will show it to you with an exam output. So you'll have the fun now. Okay, so you'll actually have the fun here. See, what is output I'm getting? Maximum of 10 and 5 is 10 here. Sir, how did you get it in this format, sir? I will tell you. See, P value is 10. Q value is 5. Okay, now assigning will happen from RHS to LHS only. Any language for that matter, assigning will happen from RHS to LHS. So P greater than Q. Is 10 greater than 5? True. Immediately this will get executed. P is greater. What is P value? 10. The 10 will get stored into max. So data type is int. So maximum of P value will get printed 10 and Q 5 is the maximum P. Okay, that is the output I get. Now if I give it as this way, 10, and who is largest here? See, P value is 10, Q value is 50. 10 greater than 50, true or false? Is 10 greater than 50? False. Immediately it goes to the else block. If meaning true here. Q will get stored into max here. So maximum of 10 and 50 is Q. That is max value. That is nothing but 50. So when I compile it, and now when I execute it, I will get the output. See, did I get the expected output? So this is like if and else, which I'll be doing it in the next session. You'll have the clarity about it. Okay, now. So this is all about the entire session. Clear now? Clear? I have a couple of announcements, guys. I have a couple of things to tell you. Okay. But before that, do you all have any queries? Okay, I will explain here. Okay, I'll have it to a couple of announcements. Before that, do you all have any queries? Please let me know. Very good, very good. Okay, sir, what are those two announcements, sir? Firstly, okay, very good, guys. 2 minutes, okay, concentrate carefully here. About Java, okay, I want to talk about Java here. What have we done, guys? 3 days, okay, it was demo, and 3 days we started with Java, correct? Initially, 3 days, what we did, we spoke about the various courses, about JSpiders, about placements, about HR, blah 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 blah. We spoke, correct? Done. And 3 days we spoke about soul and soul about Java. What is Java? Why do we use Java? How do we work? How do we execute it? And we have seen so many topics are covered here. Correct. Because I don't want to waste time, guys. Okay. I don't want to waste your time. And at the same time, I don't want to waste my time. So I have done rigorously over here. So totally 6 days done. So all I want you all to do is to first install it. Okay. Install the software and start practicing. Okay. And start practicing. Do not neglect it. The reason is because I don't want you all to be like others, wherein they will enroll to the session, they will attend my session, but when it comes to interviews here, they won't be able to clear it. Why? Because they did not prepare. So I don't want that thing to happen from you all. So that's again one request to start practicing now. It's only 3 days, 3 days. Okay, it's very early. So if you put in your efforts now, you will have the results a bit later. Okay, if you put your efforts now, you will see the outcome a bit later. Okay, now. So if you put your result, the hard work, all your efforts today, after 2 3 months, you'll get fruitful results. No, if you are very very jovial, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡೋಣ, after 1 year we will see, then there's no fun at all. Clear? So first thing is I want you all to work really hard. Okay. Second, we had a couple of interviews which happened. Okay, which happened from yesterday's session. I'll tell you the company names. I'll just tell you the company names here. Okay, there were about 4 or 5 companies. I'm not sure. Just a moment. Okay, we have a PPT. I can show it to you. Okay, so we had loads of companies. The first company was Sonen Technologies. Okay, so they were asking for 2019. Okay, Bolo app, then Response Labs, then we had Global Technologies, and what else, and Deloitte. So we had 5 companies which came yesterday. Okay, so Deloitte was for 2020, no, not for 2020. So we had requirements for 2020s as well. Okay, so it's high time, guys. Okay, so the placements are also there, and you have also enrolled into Java. So now it's high time we put in both the things here practically. Okay, now, so try to work on it and try to do it. Okay, this is all about the entire section, and we have something called as bitwise operator, which I have not done. This is your assignment. You have to explore it on it. Okay, we did 6 operators now. Arithmetic assignment, comparison, logical, unary, ternary. There is something called as bitwise operator. Please explore on it. Okay, explore it. Any doubts, get back to me. Okay, I'll help you out. Okay, so this is all about the session, guys. And one more thing, your fees. Okay, it's very very important because only a couple of you all are paid fees, I believe. Okay, only 2 or 3 students of you all have paid fees, and the remaining students have not paid. So try to interact with the counselors here and tell, okay, what is the issue here, okay? So they'll help you out in all possible ways, okay? So they have been handling you all from a very long time, okay? So they know it. They know what is the field, the current scenario, everything we know, okay? So try to interact with them and try to tell, okay, what is the issue all about. Clear? So we're done with the session for today, guys. Okay. There is no session tomorrow. The next session will be on Monday. Okay, we would be starting with conditional statements, which is a very, very interesting topic. And logically, it's very, very important. Okay, now, so we'll be talking about all those in the coming session. Clear? And if at all you have anything to tell me personally or whatever, you can drop me a message on the WhatsApp. Okay, I'll help you out in all possible ways. Clear? Great, guys. Okay, so we'll wind up our session for today and catch up on Monday. Okay, so thank you all. Take care. Bye bye. Happy Independence Day and happy weekend. Okay, so thank you. Bye bye.